Welcome to the free monthly Taroscopes. Be sure to check your rising and moon for more details and visit VickieVerley.com for personal readings, decks, books, t-shirts, art, and more. Thank you for all your continued support, including donating, liking, commenting, sharing. Now without further ado, on to your free reading. Hi everyone, Vickie Verley here. For those of you not familiar, that intro was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so I thought that that would be more befitting the rock and roll prophetess. I want to do a few announcements so I don't have to keep repeating myself in the readings, because there's so much to talk about in the readings. We have Jupiter going into Scorpio on 1010, which is a magical number. And the first thing I want to just note that this month on my Lots of Love reading that focused specifically on love on Vimeo, this is the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. We'll be using the good old Morgan Greer, this backing. You can hardly see it. And then, of course, the Lots of Love, which also blend into my cloth here. But the other thing is I'm going to incorporate some astrology bonus into that one too. Talk about Jupiter, and then also Venus and Mars is traveling together, so I'll be talking about that in all the love readings this month. Another new announcement, I've started the Amazon tea shop, and I wanted to just show you a couple of the t-shirts. I ordered a few just to see what the print quality is, and it's very, very nice print quality. Now this is your standard like silk screen type of t-shirt. I wasn't concerned about this, but I did want to order a few of these different color ones to see how they would turn out, and I'll tell you I'm very happy with how the color turned out. There's a few of the tarot cards. I ordered one of the moon, and then I ordered one of the star in purple. And the color is perfect and great. You know, sometimes on t-shirt these types of designs aren't going to really turn out. And then lastly, of course, this was the one I was really worried about, is the Divine Goddess, and it turned out beautiful. The colors are just beautiful. The sizes run a little small, so if you're going to order and you like them loose like I do, you may want to order a size up. They come in a variety of colors. There's a process, so I'm adding them slowly. Right now I only have Libra. I have the Zodiac ones up, just Libra. And I'll be getting all 12 zodiac signs up, and I'll be adding t-shirts all the time. But I just wanted to, show you I was so happy with the quality. Look at how great the color just really turned out. Beautiful. So if you're interested, it's another way to help support the free readings on these channels. If you're not in the U.S., unfortunately, Amazon won't ship to you, but you can do a shipping forwarding company such as myus.com, but I don't necessarily recommend that one. Okay, now that all the announcements are out of the way, let's get on to the readings. Hi Leos, thanks for joining me for the October reading. While I shuffle, we're going to look into, talk about Jupiter, which for Leos, and especially Leo rising, it's moving into your 4th house, okay? So a lot of focus is going to be on home and family. I feel like a lot, the home is the castle, and Leo likes to be the king or the queen of the castle. So I feel like many of you are going to be fixing up your house, either moving, or maybe doing some kind of redecorating, or something having, I got more than one card there, something having to do with, somebody's going to make like a big purchase for their home too, like some kind of a big appliance, or a big, an upgrade, a new heating and cooling system I'm picking up for somebody. Well, you've got a lot of 10s here. You've got the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. You've got 2 10s. So 10s are always completion. Now, Leo, this is my high-tech astrology chart. I didn't know I was going to be really showing it, but I would have done a neater one. But this is how I do real quick to whip things out. As Jupiter moves, this is your rising, your ascendant, and your descendant. And then there's the midheaven and IC. There's these 4 points in your chart. And Jupiter moved from here to here, so it crosses this IC, this point, this 4th house cusp. Anytime a planet moves across one of these big points, it's important stuff that happens. It is changes. There are going to be 10s with the tarot. There are going to be big changes that happen. So something has run its course, something has gone full circle. And for you, it seems to be financial. And one of the first cards out that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. So it does feel like it's going to be new money for a lot of you. New jobs. For the 4th house, many of you might be working from home. That's a distinct possibility. Maybe working from home, maybe selling your home. Maybe you're fixing up your house, you're going to sell your home. Whatever, this is a change for the better. You're in reverse here. This is you. You're the fire sign person, and you are in reverse. And for some of you, you do seem to be having, not getting along or having some difficulty with the Queen of Swords. Now, in these general readings, the Queen can be anybody. It's not necessarily a woman. It's not gender specific. So there's an air sign person or in the time of air. Now, we're going to be in the time of air. We're in Libra for much of the month until we get to the 23rd, then we move into Scorpio. So it could be the first few weeks of the month you're having some difficulties, but this is just telling you that something has come to completion, and you need to be free of it. And there, some of you, I was going to say it could be your relationship, but the Lovers is upright, so that's interesting. You may want to check out your Vimeo love reading. The Lovers upright usually means that your relationships are going pretty well, that you're pretty happy in love. Or it could be like this is somebody that you love too that's going through a hard time, and it's affecting you. It's affecting both of you, but you still love each other. That could be what it's meaning here too. Sometimes though you can still love somebody and not, it can't work out. It doesn't mean you don't love them, but just can't. It's not working out anymore. Whatever this thing you're completing, it's been a rough road here for a little bit, because it says that there's been a lot of things that have been kind of like stalemates. I feel like you've been wanting to leave for a while. You've been wanting to change jobs or move or whatever this is, this big thing. And the money has been the obstacle as to why you couldn't do it. Okay, but with the Ace of Pentacles, this is popping out of the place, all over the place for me. With the Ace of Pentacles, the new beginning in money is going to allow for this to happen. You're ready. You're ready to go. You're not reluctant at all, I don't feel. This is a card of I'm ready to move on. I'm leaving this turbulent water behind, and I'm moving. I don't care I don't even know what's out there. All I know is I'm done with this, So you're done with this, and you're ready to move on. And if it is a relationship ending, then the Lovers card here will tell us that there's going to be love. There'll be love in the new situation. This is going to allow, whatever this letting go of this stuff is, and it is money oriented, is going to allow for love to flourish. This has been a drain on your love, okay? Whatever this is, whatever you've been bondage to, you've reached your point of your breaking point. With the Ten of Swords, you've reached the breaking point, and you're ready for the new chapter. And with the Jupiter moving across that IC, that is a new chapter. It always is. So that's going to be like, every 4 years, Jupiter's going to cross one of these pivotal points, and it's doing it this year for you. The other thing is that I'm picking up, because the 4th house is also like how we were raised. It's our environment. It's our ancestors. It's where we began our life. And in the 4th house, it can be, this can be some stuff that's coming up for you about your childhood. And this person could be your mother or father or somebody that raised you, how you were raised. You might be looking at, with Jupiter going over your 4th, especially your Leo risings, you may be looking at how you were raised, and you may be thinking, wow, how did I even survive that? That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's actually saying that. It's like, how did I even survive that, And you can, even though it was pain, maybe there was some painful things that you're remembering or that you're reflecting upon, you can still love that person. Now, Lovers isn't always just your sexual partner, unless there's a lot of sexual cards around it, and there really isn't. Lovers I put it to anybody that you love, So when it shows next to this Ten of Swords, like in this configuration, I feel like you can still love them, but you have to. There's it's even though there was a lot of hurt and pain, you can still love this person. So for some of you, this could be a parent or a grandparent or somebody that raised you, or something even devastating that may have happened in your childhood, that you can get over it. For some of you, it's like, I can love again, even though I've been hurt. And Leos, you always are ready to love again anyway, aren't you? But maybe some of you had some really hurtful things that has affected your relationships, your adult relationships, And maybe you're going to have this real, you're going to kind of examine it and have this big realization. And it's just, what? I'm finished with this. I'm finished being the victim. I'm ready to love again. I'm ready for happiness in my life. If you're a victim in your job, if you're putting up with a bunch of shit just to make that almighty buck, then this could be your ticket out of that. I feel like there's definitely a ticket out of pain and suffering. It's time to move out of that. And usually Leos, you guys don't dwell in it all that often. You're not really dwellers on negative stuff, but with the fourth house, it could be a reflection. Maybe a place that once brought you great happiness, fourth house where you live, is not bringing you happiness anymore. That's definitely it. Something's not bringing you happiness anymore. That's this reading in a nutshell. And it's time to, you're going to have the money to change that situation. It's going to show up. You may not have the money this month, but the way it will be shown. The new opportunity will be shown. The financial offer will show up. You'll see it. It's only the ace, so it takes a while. Just like the 10 is the most, the ace is only the beginning. And it takes a while, it can take a while to get to the next step, but at least you see the light, I'm going to put that, you see the light. There's a lot of negative cards in this, but it's not a bad reading, and I could have just picked up the cards and, you would have never known I throw the 10 of Swords out. I'm going to tell you something straight out. There's readers, I see it, that they're not using a whole deck. Tarot decks are fat. There's 78 cards in them, okay? And I see people, and they got this many cards, Oh, let's do your reading. And it's nothing but, good news. Because they've taken all the bad cards out. I don't take the bad cards out. There's 78 cards in the deck, and I use all 78. But notice that. I'm not going to name names, but just notice that. This is how thick a tarot deck is, okay? Or here we go. This is how thick a tarot deck is, okay? It's not this thick. If you see somebody reading with a little thin stack like that, and there's nothing bad there, you know what they're doing. They're blowing smoke up your ass. I'm just going to say it. So I don't blow smoke up your ass. I tell you the truth, because what's the point of getting the reading if I'm just going to tell a bunch of lies? Everything's going to be beautiful. You don't have to do anything, any work. The universe, it's all beautiful, and you don't have, I'm going to wave my magic wand, and you have everything beautiful. No, there's work to be done. There's things that you have to do to achieve what you want. And, Leos, you're ambitious. You know that, anyway. And Leos, you don't get stuck on this stuff. So I'm sure you're going to all be fine. It is a good reading, though. With the Lovers upright and the Ace of Pentacles, that's a good beginning, and you're definitely moving away from all this crap. All right, Leo, what's your card? What's your animal totem card for October? For Leo. Butterfly. Awesome. That is awesome. No longer of the earth, you take flight to soar with the angels, release burdens, and embrace the metamorphosis. Totally. It's a metamorphosis. Embrace it. Dance in joyous recognition of the ever-evolving now. Well, that's you. Yeah, you're a dancer. You're happy. You're in reverse. So, nobody's happy all the time. You might be feeling some pain. You might be going through some stuff. But Leos are always ones to bounce back anyway. And the whole story of the butterfly, right? Everybody does. The caterpillar must die. The caterpillar becomes food for the butterfly to turn into the butterfly. So you're turning into a butterfly. You're spreading your wings. I just heard you're gonna love like you've never loved before. Because you'll be released of these burdens that have inhibited you from truly being there. And there's going to be forgiveness. And some of you, this is your parents in your childhood too. I'm sure of it. Okay, hey Leos, thanks for tuning in. Remember that you are Love and Beauty Incarnate. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting. This animal deck and the Rock and Roll Tarot, both my own decks. I have books. I have other coloring books. Lots of love reading. The cool t-shirts. So, if you want to help support the channel, because the YouTube earnings are down dramatically for all YouTubers. They just, it is, So, I want to keep doing the free readings, but in order to do that, I rely on support from the viewers, And if you want to donate, it doesn't have to be a lot, $1, $5, that's all cool. Buy yourself a t-shirt. They're fun, and you get a cool gift. I'll be adding new ones all the time. I should have all the 12 zodiacs up soon. So there's always new things to check out and enjoy. I appreciate everything you do by donating, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Everything helps out. Everything goes towards the free readings remaining free which is a way I always want to do it. You know, I do charge a couple dollars for that love reading, but that's 12 more readings I have to do. And it's time consuming, but I do love, you know, sharing the cards with you and helping you guys to learn tarot and astrology, which I know many of you have said that you have learned by watching the videos, and I love to teach. That's a big part of my vibe too. So anyways, have a great month of October. Remember your love and beauty incarnate. Release those old things. You may want to look back at some of your childhood things and think about how it's affecting you now. It's only going to be for the better. It's only going to allow you to have realization, move on, and embrace new, and new money for many of you. Okay, bye Leo.